Hi. Hello, everybody. Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to coax my dog out of his bed. Do you want to come here, Jenna? Does he want to come? Do you want to come? Yeah. Oh my God, your paws are so dirty. So he needs a haircut. I was supposed to take him out today for a grooming session, but life. Okay. Hi, Arlene, Norwegian Wood, Mina Pero, Andy Big Night Sky, Robin Carr, um, Hoan One, Jasmine, excuse me, Maritz, Jasmine, Dawn Marie, Sarah, uh, Kay Inoka, Carla Girl, Jax, Leah Warburton, Pia, Lisa Parker, Carla Girl, Iris, Gigi, Sylvia, MZ Get Real, Tehil, Carol, Nikon Lady, Norwegian Wood, Nigma Price, MLB, Mina, Gold, WN James, Sylvia, Just Me CDV, Army C, Cindy, Seda, Rani, I am Claudia, Leah Warburton, Kea Inoka, Letitia, Juveline, A Brown, Dodger Girl is on Twitch, Carla Girl, Gigi, the Pia, Jax, Nil Vanille, Maritz, Lily, Courtney, Army C, Lisa Parker, Azurella, Shelling, Elaine Salvador, Reg Pear, Halina, Dynamite, Helene, Courtney, Jung, Cindy, Hoan One, Becky Beck, Lisa Parker, Cece, Lara, Ozzy, Heather Lynn, Clear, BTS Eden, Dayback. How's your squirrel? How's your squirrel friend? They're asking. Love the This was from Taiwan. Mary Ryan. I miss Taiwan. Debak is perfect. Are you perfect? Nikon Lady, Maria Alvarez, Maria Luisa, PZ48128. Oh, hi. You can see me on YouTube. Heart is on X. Googie. Tara, Walsey, Just This Tea Please, Michelle Santiago, Rain Store, Kirsten, Lindsay, one. You can call me one. Okay, one. Becky Beck, Donna Kelman. We have a lot of Twitch people. For Youth, KG Creation, Jasmine, Rani, Sherry Set, Rain Stores, Stania, Amy C. Consuelo, Icebox, Just the Tea Please, Marina, Azurella, BTS Angel, 777. Mrs. 9565, Danielle, and for one day, Barbara, OT 71013. Okay. Oh my gosh. So I saw this. Remember, I showed you the picture of the girl that looks like Jimin, Jungkook, and then she had a baby that looks like Jimin. Apparently, her birthday is the same as Jimin, same age, same day, October 15, 1995. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. She looks exactly like Jungkook, like exactly how Jungkook would look like if he was a girl. and then he has a baby that looks like Jimin, and then her birthday is the same as oh my god, why? Love you. Okay. Um Getting migraine aura. So it was super funny. Anyone ticketing for Arlington? Gigi is asking. Okay, nice. Today's the last day of Christmas season. Well, okay. This is this is I know, right? Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Okay, so we actually have quite a lot to talk about today. Um, you need to buy Netflix. Hi everyone, the Japanese girl. Yes. What's her name? I forget her name. I always watch her because she's not in the show. It's actually her husband and her son that's in the show, A Return of Superman. Um, and then that's the other thing. The name of the kid is Haru, which is Jimin's character in in Seven Fates Chaco and the last and the prequel to the Two for Youth. So Mrs. 9565 is asking for VIP tickets. So Haru, yeah, the name of the kid is Haru. Yes. It's so funny. You can if you want good Korean content like drama, variety show, Kokoa is actually a good subscription to have. They have decent English translations, and then they have a lot of Korean shows that you won't find anywhere else. The truth is that there are actually a lot of websites that you can go to for Korean content, like drama and whatever. Most of them are pirated; they're not legal, and so you always run into like you know spam issues. It'll keep on interrupting your viewership, and it'll ask you to register here, there, and click like 27 times before you can continue watching and stuff like that. So if you're okay with going through all the trouble, but of course, and then the other thing is it is illegal, so you shouldn't. But Cocoa is actually pretty good. They have a lot of Korean content that you won't find anywhere else, including variety shows and music shows. So I highly recommend that. Um, and then the other one, Voodoo, is another one, but Voodoo is more for drama. But if you want like legal variety shows and all of those stuff that we would not Vicky Rakuten is also good, yeah. So those are the things to consider. I think for Cocoa, I think they have like 1 month free. So give it a try. Um so if you want, yeah, just give it a try for a month, and if you don't like it then tap out. But yeah. And yeah, Rakuten is also pretty good. Okay. All right. So we have a lot of things to talk about. Of course, the boys left for Dubai. And this afternoon, morning on my time, they left for Dubai, and we haven't seen them in such a long time in the airport. So it was just, can you use VPN? For what? Um, Access you know, ask me. I can't endorse anything illegal on my channel. So, and a lot of streaming platforms are not allowing VPN. Um, you used to have Cocoa to watch Running Man, yeah. So, and they have pretty decent translations. So I can't endorse those things. So, yes, you can use VPN. That's the answer. I wouldn't endorse it, but yes, you can use VPN. Okay. So I actually have something here. Let me see if I can upload it while I'm talking to you, which is not usually a recommended thing, but give me 1 second. Um, actually should have uploaded this earlier, but let me see if I can upload it now. I'm probably well, it's just only a minute, so it shouldn't be an issue. Am I very small on your screen? Let me see. Am I super duper small on your screen? I'm trying to upload a video while I'm doing a live stream, which is not recommended. But I don't have a choice. I want to show you something. So these are some of the recordings that I found of them during their airport departure. And as you know, I'm just gonna wait until this is done. As you know, I've been missing them a lot. I'm sure that yes, I'm very small. Okay, let me see if I can bring back. Okay. So you are Lily. Okay, so while that's uploading, so I'm sure that you watched them leave. They're apparently headed to Dubai, multiple. So there were other options that, but it seems that even the reporters are aware that they're headed to Dubai. So it seems that it was actually released by the company. And I've explained this several times that when reporters are there, especially if it is multiple reporters and media companies that are there, it means that the company, which is Big Hit in this case, they released a statement that the boys are actually leaving, and so this is an official business, so it's okay to share the pictures. Okay, so this is the seven of them finally together. I just noticed that the boys are now, you know how many of the um K-pop groups would actually really dress up in the airport, and that's natural because they're trying to snag brand deals. So they want to look good, and of course there are reporters taking pictures of them. So they definitely want to look good for those. But for when you're so established, you kind of don't really care about how you look. They just show up with however they want to show up. And so they're not really, of course, many of them are still wearing their brands. And I mean, for example, for Suga, he's wearing a Valentino coat. And then I think Jimin was carrying like a Dior purse or something. So many of them are still wearing their brands, but they're not as like particular about how they look. It's not anymore like how new groups would do them. So oh, Hobie's bag is LV. Okay, so Hobie's bag is LV apparently. So yeah, so they're still wearing their brands, but they're not as like conscious anymore. So these are just the gin and aloe. Okay. Gin and aloe. Okay. Well, I'll have individual pictures of them. So these are just the seven of them together and just individual photos of the seven of them as well. Okay. And then we have RM in a coat that he can completely close all the way up to his face. And he unfortunately was wearing, well, I guess not any kind of presence is good for us. And then Jimin was the only one not covering up his beautiful hair and face. Well, Jin. And then there's V took off his mask. At some point, he decided to take off his mask. So Jin, V, and Jimin. Yeah. Okay. The others might be hiding their hair color. We don't know. So this is Jin. You're saying that this is aloe head to toe. So, but I also they don't have makeup. You had thank you. So they don't have makeup. I mean, Jin is just natural. This is bare face. He woke up like this, and he still looks hot. And then you have Suga with his. I love it when he is wearing a beanie, and so obviously he doesn't want to talk to reporters. So hence the earphones. Okay, but he's wearing a Valentino coat. That's a Valentino coat. I don't know what he's wearing inside, but that is a Valentino coat. And then you have Hobie, who decided he was going to just wear a mask. So unfortunately, we didn't see his face, but that's fine. He is here. He's healthy. That is fine. And then Jungkook was actually making fun of, not really making fun, but teasing him about his mask. And then you have Jimin bowing to everybody. So that's a Dior. I think that's a Dior coat and a Dior bag. Okay. So he loves his Dior bag collection, and that is V. But he took this off eventually. He took off the mask. So, but I mean, he's still so buff, right? I know that he was trying to lose some of, he be a little bit more leaner for obvious reasons because he does not need to be a little bit more leaner for it to be easier on his body when they do dance and when they do the tour. But he's still really, of course, he looks good. And then you have Jungkook in his ever reliable black leather jacket. Must be cold there. I heard it is cold there. It's only in I think Yoongi's bag is Valentino also. Oh, okay. All right. Maybe they renewed it. Good. I hope he shows up in the fashion week. Okay, so that this is your ever reliable Jungkook leather jacket in black as usual. Okay. And that is the dynamic duo, Jin and Jungkook. Okay. So I guess that is the bag Gucci, the green bag that Jin is carrying. Is that Gucci? Love your hat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I wish I bought more. I only so well, I really wanted to buy more. So I we when we went to Taiwan, I love the food in Taiwan, by the way. I love the food. My mom loves the pastries in Taiwan. She wants to go back and just eat as much pastries as she can. But also the food is really, really good. So I would love to actually go back. If they are gonna go to anyway, I'll discuss that later. Okay, so is this a Gucci bag? The green one? Looks like it, right? Probably, probably. And then I'm gonna assume that that's a Gucci, right? The green one. The thing is that most of the things that I show you, these are being sent to me by their fan bases. Not most, but some of the things that I show you, these are being sent. But a lot of the pictures that I show you being sent by their fan bases. So unfortunately, they did not tell me what kind of bag that is. I'm gonna assume that's a Gucci, and I'm also gonna assume that the everything that, or at least the shirt and the pants, pair of pants that Jungkook is wearing would be CK. Jin is wearing a Big Hit hat. Yes, because this is him saying goodbye to Big Hit because it's going to be Jin Hit. I'm kidding. He loves wearing the Big Hit hat. Yeah. Okay. And then that is Hope. We know that the pants that he's wearing, that's a Hope jacket, pair of pants, sweats. Okay. Another shot of our leader, RM. All of their outfits and accessories are probably worth more than what I make in a year, what I make in 10 years. Probably. Okay, so this was the scene. One of the reporters actually yelled, not yelled, but screamed like, "Oh, they're finally back! 70s back!" or something like that. The reporter was so happy, like, "Oh, the 70s are back finally!" And he was cheering. And RM actually responded and cheered with him. Okay, let me see if I already uploaded the video. Maybe it is done uploading. Wow. Let me see. Okay, I'll show you that later. Okay, so it did. I was successful. Maybe I should upload one more. I have a lot of videos sent to me by their fan bases. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna upload one more, and then we're just gonna leave that uploading and then go back to what we were doing. Okay. So that's our leader. This is your emotional support pictures that I'm showing you. And then you have another shot of V. See, you see, he pulled it down. And then eventually, like, he really pulled it down. So it's V, J Hope, RM. Okay. So happy. Oh, yeah. J Hope is carrying an LV bag. Oh, now I see it. Okay. I'm wondering if that's an LV jacket as well, or human made, maybe. Okay. And the two of the three pillars, J Hope, sorry, Suga and RM. J Hope is not in the picture, but is that a Valentino bag? the one that Suga is carrying? Should be, right? I'm still processing this beautiful pictures. So am I. And I know that you are going to enjoy me showing it, even though you've seen a lot of them already. So, how warm is it in Dubai? It's cold in Dubai right now. So my cousin actually works there. I actually want to go there. One of the things that I'm entertaining on doing was actually going to, if ever they're going to have a show there, I was going to go there, but I'll more on that later. Okay. So, this is VMin for the VMin enthusiasts out there. So we have a lot of pictures of the two chit chatting while they were actually making their way to inside of the airport. Okay. They look so good together. Huh? Yes, Valentino calfskin bag. Ah, okay. So he was so okay. So probably they renewed. They renewed. So I think there was like several months when they weren't sure. I mean, Shoga wasn't sure if he was going to renew. So good that he renewed. Okay, so this is the V-men chit chatting. More V-men, more chit chatting. So that's V wearing his mask. So in the beginning, he wasn't even wearing his mask. Okay, so I heard that most of them would actually wear a mask when they haven't shaved. But he's removing his hair is this the skin hair. So I'm assuming that is going to be good in a couple of months. You don't know fashion at all. Neither do I. So it's mostly their fan base is telling me what's happening. Okay. So that I'm going to assume that some of what he's wearing is actually Celine. Okay. More of V. V's perfect face that should never be covered. But we'll take what we can get. If he wants to cover it, then he will. Okay. More V. They all came in Bentleys. Maybe they have a deal with Bentley. Hmm? Who knows? Okay. More V. So he still keeps on pulling it down. He would sometimes pull it up. I mean, his mask. Jimin looks so mature in the pics, and then I think, are you sure and how much of a cutie he is? So, as you know, V actually not snatched, but took one camera and just like did shot himself while he was walking in the airport. So the guy beside him is the reporter, and he owns the camera. So it was actually initiated by Jungkook. Jungkook was the first one who sort of run towards a reporter. He grabbed a camera and just started shooting himself, like filming himself, not shooting himself, but filming himself. So and then V followed suit. He found another reporter and borrowed the camera. This is V. So he saw a little girl behind him. There were people taking pictures of him, so he was like waving, and then he saw the little girl and decided to um I'll show you some of the that's there you go, that's him. And then that's RM like cheering when someone actually said um like, oh, I'm so thankful OT7 is here. And as the Uber driver calling Jimin, it was such a random affair in the airport, I swear. Okay, so more of that later, more of that later. Yeah, that's V shaking the hand of a little girl. Lucky girl, huh? I saw some old SUVs, but yes, three Bentleys. Te, JK, and someone else came out of the three. Looked like Suga and Jimin came out of an SUV, but didn't see who came out of the front Bentley. Leia was very impressive. They look very chill and enjoying themselves. I think they also kind of miss this. Um, they haven't done this in a while, like this airport kind of thing. I think they're missing it. This is kind of, I think, like this is one of those places where they kind of welcome interacting with the reporters. Because number one, they know that the reporters were informed by their agency. So this is like an official engagement, but also it is casual. It's not like a press conference where the global press conference which they usually have. It's not like they'll sit down and answer like formal questions, like more casual interaction. So I think that's one of the reasons they kind of enjoyed it. They at least they looked like they were really enjoying it. Tekok so playful, always they're so playful. Um, okay, and what a sweet thing to do. These are so awesome. Our Dubai appearances an official schedule. What would we do? What do we know about this? I'll get to that. Okay. I'm glad Sugar gave them nothing. You know him, he doesn't like he said that there are a lot of people using the airport, so he doesn't like interacting much because he wanna just go in and out of it to respect other pedestrians. That's what he said. But I am glad that he covered himself up. And then you have Jimin. Looks so good. I mean, the Lador products is working magic because he said that his hair got damaged because of the coloring. So I guess he's gonna be keeping this hair color for a bit. What a cutie. There you go. So that's a Dior. I think that's a Dior coat and that's a Dior bag. Suga is still shy. It looks like Suga is wearing noise canceling headset. Probably, yeah. I never thought I missed this so deeply. I'm extremely grateful to them. Also, some people hate airports. Some people do hate airports. I don't particularly like them. I just, yeah, I don't particularly like them, but it's like it's like a terminal, like any other transportation terminal for me. Okay, that's Jimin. I think I have another Jimin. This I love this picture. Just love how casual, like how stolen this moment is. Um, Suga is wearing reporter's canceling headset, probably. Okay. And then that's Jimin. That's another Jimin bowing to the reporters who were calling him. He just bowed to the taxi driver behind him who called. This is so random. I guess, I mean, if I'm driving a cab and I saw them, I'll take my chance. I'll shoot my shot. I'll shoot my shot for sure. Okay. Jimin, yes, we need to keep Jimin blunt forever. And that is, of course, our maknae, Jungkook, just smiling at the camera. Even though you can see him, you know that he's smiling. Okay. Um, this is probably one of the caps that he bought in LA. Okay, just a better. So I guess that's CK. I would assume that the pants are CK, and then probably a CK shirt as well. Okay. JK is looking great. He always looks great. Okay, and that's the Tom and Jerry, the dynamic duo, Jin and Jungkook. Love the pics. Okay. And then that's him bowing, very polite, 90 degrees. They posted on X that the comeback will be on Netflix plus a documentary on the comeback. They posted. Okay. I haven't seen it, but great. That is absolutely great. So here is more of the scene. Oh, that's him saying hi to the kid, and that's the two maknae messing with their yung arm bowing. A lot of random things happening in the airport. Okay. He looks very happy. He looks happy, correct. This was when there was a fanboy who just kept on screaming Jimin's name. So I guess Jungkook was like, I'm gonna scream too. They're fussing over Hobie, yeah. Because he wouldn't it's like a ski mask. Okay, and then that's Jungkook. So he was I guess he wanted to take a video or picture of the six boys walking ahead of him. So there you go with his iPhone. I guess the that means the deal with Netflix is with Samsung is done because they're not openly using an iPhone. I don't know why they would unless it is the choice of the boys not to renew it. It would be okay. JK always bowing politely. He is bowing politely. And there you have it, Suga and Jimin. Okay. Sorry. The phone is bothering. It's gone. All right. So I guess, yeah. I mean, I think if they ever end a partnership, it would most likely be the decision of the seven boys. We don't know why, but it seems for now they're not with. Otherwise, they won't be allowed to use an, or at least they will not allow themselves to be seen using an iPhone. Or they've been using iPhones. Jimin still with his Samsung though. Yeah. Okay. He's probably used to it by now. So that's the fussing scene. It was Jungkook first, and then V just had to join in. It's been so long, very such a long time, long, 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 long time. Okay, so some scenes of them walking towards inside the to go inside the airport. Jimin and J Hope and Suga are using Samsung. Looks like Suga still has his Samsung phone. Well, he created the melody, and that will forever live inside Samsung. I guess for a really long time. So it's not surprising that he's still using Samsung. Okay. Some more individual shots. Do you want to go down, maybe? Okay. Okay. Say bye. Bye to my subscribers. Come on. Go to say bye to everybody. Go. Say bye. You're being dramatic. Okay. He's back to his bed. That's his favorite spot under my bed. He has a bed under my bed. I actually intentionally bought a bed that's a little higher. My old bed, when I was still using the bed that the room that my mom is currently using, it used to be lower. So he really has a hard time going under it, but he really loves going under beds. So when my mom moved here, so I bought her a new bed. I bought myself a new bed. And so I decided I was going to buy something a little higher so that Deba can actually go under it. And that's what he does. So he has a bed under my bed. And that's his favorite. Of all the beds that he has, that's his favorite. Bed inception. Okay, let's continue with the pictures. Okay, that's the six of them. And then I have a few more. There's still some videos here. This is them in line. It was so funny because this girl, the one right in front, when Jungkook passed by, he waved and he was like, "Oh my god, he waved at me." They cut it. It was so funny. Okay, next. Um, some pictures. All right. So, some posts on IG, and then he posted this. I think hours before, and it drove people crazy. Um, so that means she Jack is like, go, let's ready, like game start, something like that. Okay. Such a puppy. They love to hide. They love to hide. Yeah. When Spar are. Anyone know when is what? Say that usually knows. Okay. In about par hour is in about 20 minutes. He looks slimmer. Yeah, I think that's the goal for everybody, just to make it easier on their knees when they dance. Because I mean, I'm sure it's they. No one's dictating it on them, right? But I'm sure that they just know, or their physicians and their trainers actually let them know that if you're going to be dancing really heavily, you do need to be a little lighter. And muscles are really like heavy. It's heavier than fats. So that's probably why they're all trying to slim down, just to make it easy on their knees. Yeah. Okay. I am sure they're going to go back to whatever physique that they want once they are done with the tour. Lewis Hamilton, as you know, designed a line for Dior, and Jimin wore one of it, and Lewis Hamilton posted about it. He liked it, or he reposted it, or something like that. And so people are like, maybe they one of the hopes is that since it seems that they're going for like a racing kind of theme, that there'll be like a Hamilton X BTS promotion or clip, something. We don't know, but that's what they're hoping for. Maybe if they can link it somewhere, then yeah. Um, hope there, people are hoping, fans are hoping, basically. Muscles can reduce flexibility too. True. Yeah, I've heard that a lot from a lot of dancers. Like if you want to be flexible, you should be lean but not like super muscled because it will reduce flexibility. But they said even my cousin who's a trainer for the Philippine team in shearing, one of the things that she said is that you do have to be lighter to make it easier on your knees more than anything because you when you're jumping around, that's what your knees is one of the things that you use a lot, right? So you need to make it easier on your knees. Okay. So fans are hoping that there will be some sort of an interaction or a project, or that Hamilton is going to make a special appearance in their one of their materials, whether it's an official music video, a behind the scene, a special, or whatever. Who knows? Who knows, right? Okay. Okay, so these are the theories. Um, so they've posted about a banana, and then there is a truck or a car, and then there's some sort of an explosion. So BTS X Netflix, BTS The Comeback Live Arirang, March 21. Okay, so here. BTS X Netflix, BTS The Comeback Live Arirang at March 21, 8 p.m. KST, which is 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Oh gosh. Okay, it does look like a runner's buddy. So I guess it is now official. I did guess it was going to be Netflix. The minute they said in their application that it was going to be OT7ATW, thank you very much. Thank you. Um, Lewis Hamilton driving against Namjoon. so there, so the minute that they said in their application that it was going to be available to 300 million people, I already said, I even said it here. I said, that's Netflix. I just knew it was going to be Netflix. I mean, 300 million people. And someone said that it could also be YouTube, and that's also a really good guess. I just thought it was Netflix because 300 million, that's Netflix. So I kind of knew it was going to be Netflix. And then the other thing is that Netflix has been sort of experimenting with doing live programming, live streaming. And the first experiment that they did was the match between Paul. Is it Logan Paul or Drake Paul? It was like a boxing match or something. Um, so they experimented with that. So I knew that it was like something that they want to get into live streaming. So probably. Do you think it will be posted anywhere without a fee? What do you, well, oh, okay. So yeah, so Netflix, you need subscription to be able to access it. I think it will be like some specials, but not the entire thing. If you are going to strike a deal with Netflix. So usually for Netflix, there's a guarantee. So for example, and usually, okay, and it might be different. It might be different, but usually for Netflix, they're going to pay you a guarantee, and then Netflix will get 100% of the revenue until it is paid for. So for example, the deal is, this is just an example. I don't know if this is the number. Let's just say 50 million. They're going to pay BTS and Big Hit $50 million, and then they're going to keep the revenue until they recover the 50 million. And then that's when the residuals will start. And in that, so that means that Netflix will have the rights over the clips. And you cannot just repost it and stuff like that. So now, if will it be live streamed on WeVerse? Probably yes. Um, that could be a deal that they will be striking, that it be allowed to stream on live on WeVerse. And then the other thing is that there might be some stuff that will be aired on YouTube on Bangtan TV, but I don't think they will stream the entire thing. Pity, I have Netflix. Yeah. um okay, so let's see, what's your question? I was hoping WeVerse live stream Leia not too awful damn any. Okay, I would pity that is it will be on Netflix. I really don't want another subscription long term, and I like to rewatch their content decisions. I hope Netflix is a better subtitle 5 a.m. for me, so I don't know if I can watch. I'll watch for you. Wasn't it Chris Rock, the first Netflix live streamer? It could be Chris Rock, but the latest one was the boxing match. So they haven't really found like the right. At least this is how I see it. They haven't found the right material for live streaming. So I guess they're experimenting in different formats. Netflix subtitles are crap. Disney subtitles is also crap. After watching AYS and my friends actually telling me about explaining to me line almost line per line, like this are the things that you're missing, I realized just how crappy the subtitles are. Okay. I hope Netflix doesn't crash from the number of people wanting to see the live. I mean, they're built for this, right? They are built for this. So I do hope it doesn't happen. Okay. So going back to the clues. So this was posted by J Hope. There's a banana, and then there's a truck, and then there's some sort of an explosion. So truck is definitely something about cars, and they have been like giving us hints about skirt. I can't do it. But like speed and cars and whatever. And this is Jungkook and V in their last live stream, not the very yeah, I think this is their last live stream where they were like talking about speeding or something. So now for those of you who don't know, they are headed in Dubai and the Autodrome, which is like one of the most popular Nadira. Thank you. Always look forward to your lives, Viren Borehe. Thank you so much. So in Dubai, there's the Autodrome, which is a racetrack, and a lot of films actually film there, primarily because it is kind of built for filming. It's built for both practicing, well, racing and filming. There is the visual is sort of perfect. They set up systems to allow filming to be easier. So it's kind of built for dual purposes. So there's there's a huge possibility that they're going to be filming here. So but the F1 racetrack is in Abu Dhabi, which is the neighbor of Dubai. But their flight schedule says that they're going to go to Dubai. Now, of course, they can easily go to Abu Dhabi from Dubai, right? So those are two just like neighboring countries. Okay. So this is an ideal place for filming. So there's a possibility that they're going to be doing it here. Um and then so this is a sample of the racetrack just because the view is just so beautiful, they said. Okay, so but also in Mario Kart, a banana peel is usually used as a device to cause a crash in the game. Okay, so that's one. If you play Mario Kart, they actually use a banana peel to cause a crash. So if you block Mario with banana peels, it's just gonna go spin and not go anywhere. And then at times it can actually cause a crash on the racetrack in Mario Kart, the game. So that is actually this when I saw that that's the I'm not a big player of Mario Kart. I've just tried it once because Jin plays it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it. But I don't really have the time. I am a gamer. I used to play Diablo, and I played Warcraft, and I also played Counter Strike with my college friends are guys, and so that's they kind of pulled me into that. So I can try games. Like if there's something new, I'll try it just to get a sense of it, especially because my work is in pop culture. So I kind of like knowing things about the things that I talk about. So that's the first thing that came into my mind when I saw his tweet, not his tweet, but his post. I said it could be like a crash or something, explosion or something about cars and racing and whatever. And they have been kind of hinting on that. They've dropped several hints already. But that for the banana peel, that could be one explanation. And also, Just in a common joke for in pop culture, basically, urban language, banana peel moment is a slang for wipeout. So, for example, someone slipped and ate it, and the car explosion emojis just translate into something someone spun and crashed, something like that. So it's a pretty popular slang, basically urban slang, which means like wipe out or done or crashed or something like that. So it definitely is sort of it could be connected to race cars and race whatever. Um, but yeah, those are some of the hints. But the thing is that they are um they if they land in Dubai, it will because the track for F1 is in Abu Dhabi. Then that means that they are most likely shooting in the autodrome, not in the F1 track. So not it doesn't really affect this. It's probably just more cinematic or something. I'm more an RPG girl. I love that. So I do RPG as well. I did RPG as well. I played Magic, The Gathering, and I also played um Vampire, the Masquerade. I visited Dubai before the pandemic. So one of my plans is if they ever are gonna go to Dubai, or Abu Dhabi or whatever, I probably will go and watch. So my cousin is there. She works there. She has, I think, a small business there. I'll probably have her buy a ticket. I don't know the procedure or something, but if she has connections, I'll pull every connection she can pull. If there is like a suite there, I'll probably do 1 day of a suite, and then the others are just regular ticketing. But that's my plan if they ever go to Dubai or Abu Dhabi or somewhere in that area, because they've done it once. They went to Saudi. I hope they actually, because I've been dying to also visit my cousin. I haven't visited her in a really long time. I haven't seen her in a decade. Yeah, I think I haven't seen her in a decade because she's been away for so long. I think I haven't. Well, okay, so I haven't. No, 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 no. Sorry, we went to Korea together. So more than 5 years. So if they ever go to Saudi or sorry, if they ever go to UAE, uh, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, or whatever, I'm gonna go, and then I'll stay with my cousin and watch all the concerts there. So if you all want to go, let's go. Let me know. So I don't know how the visa thing works, but I think it's not really much of a problem if you are a U.S. passport holder, or I think Canadian passport holder. So but let's see. In the past, they were ambassadors for e-racing. They look like, yes, so they were ambassadors for Formula E. Correct. Maybe this is why RM needed his driving license for his music video. It could be. Um, but yeah, if they ever make it to Dubai, I hope they do. I really do, because it's also an excuse for me to visit Dubai. I haven't. I wanted to. I haven't been there. My cousin sort of has been hyping it up. She said it's like one of the safest places you can ever be. Like I watch a lot of content about Dubai where they would just watch they would leave their phone, their watches like Rolex, and they would leave money like cash on the dashboard of their car. They leave, they come back and it's still there. Like they would leave for like 7 hours, leave it there, and it will never be touched, because you know how the punishment is in Dubai, right? So it's eye for an eye. So if you are caught stealing, they're gonna cut off your hand. So no one dares. And then so she's been like, this is the because I'm so particular about safety. So she's like, this is the ideal place for you. You have to move. And think I told you once that I got an offer um to work for one of the companies in Dubai. It's just that I can't take the weather during the summer. So I hope Netflix doesn't crash. Okay, let's see Netflix. So you said that they posted it in there. Okay. So here you go. Let's go. Netflix. So I guess yeah. Here you go. I will make it bigger for everybody. Okay, not that big. Okay. All right. We're gonna share it. There you go. Fair lane. Punishment is tough for stealing, but they no longer cut off hand. Okay, Nadira said it's tough, but they no longer do the eye for an eye. So they don't cut off the hands anymore, Nadira said. Okay, since you have to pay to watch on Netflix, it shouldn't have the same traffic as free on WeVerse. Okay, so this is the so Nadira clarified that when punishment is tough, but they don't cut off the hand anymore. Okay. So this is their so the BTS comeback live Arirang is March 21, 8 p.m. KST, 4 a.m. Pacific. BTS will perform at historic Gwanghwamun Square in Seoul live worldwide exclusively on Netflix. Exclusive. So I guess I guess no. Yeah, so I guess no. If it is exclusive, BTS The Return documentary film, March 27, BTS The Return, a documentary film showing the making of their comeback album Arirang, also only on Netflix. Huh. Maybe so there you go. If they say exclusive, it's not going to be maybe they're going to show something else on Weverse or maybe Weverse an exception, we don't know. But usually, I mean, they certainly paid BTS for this. There's just no way in hell Big Hit is going to give it to Netflix for free. They paid Big Hit for this. So if they are paying and they paid good money. So for my paid subscribers, I'm gonna try and get some insider info on this deal. I don't know if I can, but you know, let's try. I'm gonna try. If I can, I'm gonna just gonna tell you I can. So, but yeah. So there's just no way in hell they're getting this for free. And if they are paying for this, they're paying for this with a lot of money. And if it is a lot of money, they'll probably want some exclusivity. Dubai, no personal income tax, luxury magnet for global wealth, designed to attract capital, not wages. Exactly. That's what my cousin told me. She's been insisting, like, you have to come here. And I'm like, why? It's so hot during the summer. I can't. So that offer that I got, the job offer that I got, I've mentioned I think I've mentioned this to my paid subscriber for Friday live stream. But yeah, it was a pretty good it was like a good deal. It's just that it wasn't something at that time, it was not something I still not something that I want to go for. It's I just have a different priority right now. So does Netflix still do free trial periods? They have 1 month free. Yes. Are all your suites in Vegas gone? And we have one no. We have several people that because of just like life events, they are letting go of their spots in the suites. So just email me or message me on like Twitter for the information. So there are some people that want to let go of theirs just because of life events. Fairlane, everybody. I'm visiting Jeju Island in Korea. So glad that I caught up with you on time. Always so happy to see you, especially. Have fun in Jeju. Fairlane, when you mentioned that a BTS member would publish a book, you had a twinkle in your eye. Do you know something? He's staying publishing a children's book. I had a twinkle in my eye. No. So this is funny. So one of you actually sort of uh went back to like an old video that I had where I predicted certain things that I don't even remember doing. Oh, I mean, it's obviously me. I actually saw that. Do you want to go back? Do you want to go outside? My dog is looking at me. So they or do you want to go outside? Wait. So what about LA Suites? Yeah, so just email me or DM me or email me. So this is my email if you want to go directly. But you just remove the spaces. Okay, that's my email. So just remove the spaces and email me for the info. So one of you actually went back to one of my videos where I just predicted some things about BTS and all of them came true. And the prediction was 2019. So I had no clue about what they were doing in their with their like their future plans or whatever. I just went through like I think these are the things that they're going to be doing and all of it were true, came true. So I'm BTS Stradamus. If you want any kind of prediction, ask me. All right. So going back, what was I saying? I forgot where I was. But anyway, it's freezing in Korea for sure. Yeah. So anyway, so that's she was saying like it's such a was I talking about Dubai? Okay. So that's one of the benefits of living in Dubai, she said. Oh, the offer that I got. It was like it was I mean financially it was the best offer I've ever gotten in my entire life. It's just not something that I wanted to do anymore. I wanted to do what I do now, so related to entertainment, music, TV. This is what I've always wanted, so I'm pursuing that. Okay, so if there's a Dubai company that wants to, then I'll probably look into it, but not that business that they were offering me. Okay, so that's what we have for Netflix BTS. So, did the shaman make any predictions? Just kidding. Okay, so I have wait. Some more of the video that I was showing you earlier. This is quite a long video. This is them walking, or this is the time when Jungkook I think grabbed the camera. Okay, and then I have another one. Give me 1 second. I uploaded the other one as well. Oh, not that. So this is like their walk from beginning to end. Okay. I can't show that entire thing or YouTube is gonna block me. But anyway, um Fairlane, your YouTube live stream on YouTube usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 4 p.m. Yes, the Friday is for paid members of Patreon and YouTube. But the Monday and Wednesday they are free. And yes, it's usually 4 p.m. Sometimes I would do like a surprise live stream if there's any development, like something very, very important. Okay. Hello, my first time to type a comment referencing Wipeout. I would jump for joy if Sugar wrote a Scooter Wipeout diss track. Okay, so Sugar Sprint. Okay, so go back. All right, so that's the banana peel. And then if you they are now under the pop category. They're not under the K-pop category. Their entire Arirang album is under the pop category on I think on all streaming platforms. So that's a good news for us. We've been fighting for them to not get just typecasted in one kind of genre. So it's good. They're now in the general pop category, but also that means it's a bigger exposure to more people because the algorithm is going to read them as pop, not K-pop. So that's going to expose them to more viewers. So please make sure that you pre-save. You can pre-save. Your pre-save on Spotify will still count. So even if if your account is free, it will still count. So please do not forget to pre-save on Spotify. Pop genre, awesome. Yeah, finally dropping the K. That's great news. It is great news. So just please go to Spotify. Even if your account is free, it will still count. So please make sure that you pre-save. And then finally, wonderful news. It is wonderful news. Next is this is my prediction for the 14 tracks. Um, I could be, this is just for fun. Please make your own predictions when it comes to the tracks. So I think there's going to be 7 group tracks unaccompanied. So no collaborators. I think there's going to be 3 unit tracks. I don't know what kind of units they are. My only guess, the only guess that I have in the unit is Jin, RM, and V, primarily because of the crown. Because they were the 3 people that talked about, like they played with the crown. So I was thinking maybe this is their song. I don't know. Um, so some people are predicting that the order in the poster, the names of in the order, the grouping of the names in the main poster would be the unit tracks as well. That could also be it. But I thought it was just the order of the fan chant because it goes by the the poster goes by the order of the fan chant, like RM, Jin, Suga, J Hope, J Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook. I was like, that's the fan chant. But I don't know. Okay, so I'm just excited. Whatever it is that they do, I'm just super excited. Okay, so I think there's going to be a three units tracks. 3 units. Okay, so 1 track per unit. I think there's going to be a rap line track. I don't consider this a unit anymore because they've done so much already. So 1 rap line track and then 1 vocal line track. So something like a cipher, and then the vocal line has their own. So maybe something like that, and then 2 tracks with collaborations. I do not want a collaboration either. I would rather have, if they are going to have a collaboration, I would rather have it as a remix, but not a main track. If you get what I mean. Um, so yeah, I mean, you're talking to the choir leader here. I just want them. I do not want any collaboration. But my desire and my wishes have nothing to do with their reality. Okay? So just because I said it does not mean that I'm imposing it. So I don't want to hear people saying that. Don't say this and I can say whatever it is that I want to say. It does not affect them. They have their own mind. They're in full control of their own career, so they will do what they want. Okay. Okay. So that being clear, if it was my choice, I do not want any collaboration. But this is just a prediction. And I think there's going to be a hidden track just for armies who bought the physical album. Okay. Um I tagged you on a post on Twitter that seemed to elaborate about Netflix. Okay, so you tagged me. Ah, so I'm not going to show what you tagged primarily because I am not yet sure about this X account. So I won't show it here, and I'm not judging the X account. I've just heard some like shady things about this X account. I don't know if they are true, but until I investigate, I will not show it yet. I'm not saying that is like a shady. I'm not saying that, just to make sure. Okay, I just want to make it clear. I'm not saying that. It's just that I've gotten some words from some people saying that, oh, that account is whatever, and I haven't gotten the chance to investigate and decide for myself, so I won't show it yet. So so no for now. I will not show it for now. Okay. I'm off for the night. I wish no collaboration as well. Yeah. Well, let's see. I hope they don't do any kind of collaboration. Oh no, I did not. No, 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 Sylvia. I'm not saying that he is that this X account is like questionable or what. I'm not saying that. I haven't like gotten a chance to go through the tweets or even the details of what they're saying about that account. None yet. That's why I'm saying I don't want to show it yet because I'm not sure. But please don't take that as me saying you should not support that X account at all. I'm not saying that at all. I haven't had a chance to investigate. So I haven't had a chance to decide for myself. And as always, even when I decide for myself, I never told you guys what to do. Right? I always leave it up to you. So I just want to make it that clear. I only said that because I won't be showing what you tagged me on here. Okay. But again, I'm not saying that that X account is questionable or whatever. Okay. Just want to make that clear. Okay. Next. I hope that's clear to everybody. I'm not shading the guy or the girl or whatever that. Okay. Um. Uh. All the Netflix, it's official. It's already able to be saved. All the Netflix accounts in X. Okay. Next, so if you haven't had a chance to do a paid, if you don't have a paid Apple Music account, they do offer 3 months free, limited time offer. I think you have to do it now because the offer is going to expire very soon. So 3 months for free, and then after that you pay. But if since the comeback is March, it's going to be within that range. So you can definitely use. I always endorse having a second account if you can afford it. If you can't, and even if you can't, you can always do a trial. Just try the different streaming platforms. Take advantage of their trial, and who knows, maybe you'll end up liking something better than what you have right now. So just make sure that you cancel right before the expiration, and you should be okay, right? I mean, if they give 1 month free, then you have 1 month of additional paid streaming. You're contributing to BTS. So that's what I would endorse. So if you don't have Apple Music paid, they have an offer 3 months free. Apple Music has, sorry, Amazon Music, I think, has 1 month free. And then I think, I think Napster has 1 month. I kind of ended up liking Napster actually. Um, so I might keep that. So yeah. Okay. I have free Spotify account and I just saved it. Great. Yes. Please, please, if you have a free Spotify account, pre-save. It's gonna count even if it's free. Okay, next. Oh, this is good news. So BTS in Mexico, so the government actually initiated a fine against Ticketmaster over sales controversy. So if you would remember, many BTS fans complained, many armies actually complained about the ticketing that happened in Ticketmaster because most of the ones that got in were um and bought the tickets, they were scalpers. And so Pandora has 2 months free premium. Okay. So just make sure that yes, also that's good. Pandora has 2 months free premium. Um so for Mexico, the government actually got involved. The they have like a ministry that takes care of fraud or something. So okay, the Profeco, Mexico's Federal Consumer Protection Agency, launched a formal procedure against Ticketmaster for failing to provide clear, accurate ticket information to consumer. The agency also signaled it would target ticket resale platforms like StubHub, Viagogo, and Hello Tickets for abusive and unfair practices based on price markups and resale misconduct. So they imposed a fine on Ticketmaster. And this is the fine. So it is 100 official ticket prices listed for the shows are okay, but the resale listings, so it's usually $100 or up to 1,000 US dollars, but the resale listings quickly jumped to 2,900 USD. So Profeco has now imposed a fine of more than 5 million pesos or 290,000 US dollars on Ticketmaster for its role in pricing and transparency issue. Ticketmaster has 10 days to reply with evidence or the fines becomes effective. So my only issue is that 290,000 US dollars is way too small. That's chunk change for them. That's nothing. So if you fine them $290,000, that's fine. They'll just take it if because they're making way more. That this fine's gotta hurt. It has to hurt for people to actually for companies to actually start following the regulations and start becoming fair to actual consumers. It's the same principle as a traffic violation, for example. Fines in traffic violations hurt. They're too expensive. And the rationale is for people to actually start following traffic rules. So so they make it hurt. A lot of people complain about it like, "Oh my god, just if you get a speeding ticket, it's like this much, it can go up to like 5 grand or whatever." Well, the point is for it to hurt so that you don't do it again. This is the same thing for corporations. $290,000 is not enough. And then the other thing is that they're giving Ticketmaster, which I it's a democratic country, so I guess they have to do this, but they're giving Ticketmaster a chance or opportunity to explain. So Ticketmaster will definitely fight back. But they have to impose. I mean, the other thing is that it shouldn't just be Mexico. It should be in all countries where ticketing actually happens. We know this. Even in my own country, the Philippines, oh my God, you wouldn't believe what I'm if I tell you how they do it. Ticketmaster, TM posted an Insta upcoming concert. Pre-sale tickets are not yet available, so to be wary of ticketing sites advertising and selling tickets before the pre-sale. Huh? Ticketmaster? What do you mean? So it's not $290,000 per ticket. No, it's $290,000 for the entire issue. And to me, that's nothing. Ticketmaster is so huge. $290,000 is nothing. It should be 290,000 million. 290 million, sorry. It has to be 290 million. It's gotta hurt. If they're going to impose fines on these corporations, these big corporations, it has to hurt. Otherwise, they're not gonna do anything. They'll just pay the fine. They can earn that back in nothing. Okay. iHeart Power Hour going on right now. Ticketmaster has a monopoly, so they exploit us. Ticketmaster needs to go. It's harmful. Okay. So I don't know. I mean, it's a little bit of a victory, but not a total victory. So, oh, okay. Do you have questions? Here, maybe I can show you more information with a safer, with a safer, okay, so basically in all Netflix accounts, so you have Netflix Japan, Netflix Philippines, Netflix Korea, Netflix main account. All of them are announcing, and then it's already on Variety. They are all announcing that it is going to be um so it's going to be worldwide. And then the director is Bao Nguyen. Mm, Bao Nguyen is the director. Okay, maybe I can show this to you. 1 second. Okay, here. There. So director Bao Nguyen. So BTS gathers in LA to record their album Arirang in this documentary, offering unprecedented access to the band as they enter a new era. So most likely, primarily their LA music camp, song camp. That's probably what they will be showing. But this is the from the official site. Uh, so let's see. Okay. Okay. Do you have questions before I move on to the next topic? Can you see me? I'm on my mobile because my PC desktop died. Yes, we can see you, Jazzy. I have it as March 21, not March 27. It is March 21 here. It says March 21. Where is it? It's March 21, according to Netflix. Is it terrible that I'm still thinking about Jimin's airport? No, absolutely normal. Absolutely normal. Okay, do you have any questions before I move on? What's happening in Dubai? That's where BTS is right now, or at least headed right now. So they're probably filming. I think it was Jungkook who actually stated they were going to film. They said, bye, we're on our way to an important filming. So people are just assuming it's going to be a music video. It could be something else. Who knows? The 27 is the documentary. The 27 is the documentary, and the 21 is the live streaming of their concert. Who owns Ticketmaster? Live Nation. Live Nation owns Ticketmaster. I want to know about Dubai too. So that's all that we have. So they are assuming, people are assuming that they are going to be shooting. So they've like given lots and lots of hints about something related to driving or speed or a crash or something. And the most prominent is the banana peel IG post of J Hope. That's what he posted, who dropped the banana. And then in the last live stream, you can see V and Jungkook like making a motion of speed or something like that. And several other hints about speed and car and whatever. In Dubai, and then they're headed to Dubai. In Dubai, there is the Dubai Autodrome, which is the racing track. Cinematic, they built it both for racing and also for shooting. So people are they kind of think that fans, armies are thinking maybe they're going to be shooting here in Dubai. But also, right, the neighbor of Dubai is Abu Dhabi, where the F1 racing track is. So there's also a possibility they'll cross over and then shoot. And then that is the cutest hat. Thank you very much, Fire Butterfly. And then the other clue is that the in Mario Kart, the banana peel is actually used to cause a crash. And then if you surround Mario or any track racer with a banana, it'll just go spin, go round and round. So that's yeah. Magandang umaga, magandang umaga. She's saying, or he's saying, he or she's saying, good morning. They did a lot of room sound in their live as well. Yeah, a lot of room sound. So lots of hints about speed, cars, racing, and stuff like that. Wasn't Profeco insinuating that High BTS were the ones who decided on the ticket prices? Mex Army didn't accept their explanation. Now they're demanding explanation from Ticketmaster. It wasn't the pricing that they're complaining about. They were complaining about not being able to buy the ticket. And then majority of the ones who were able to go in Ticketmaster were scalpers, as evidenced by the amount of reselling that's happening on different reselling sites. So it wasn't really the pricing, it was that they couldn't go in to actually buy. Um, Ticket Tech's grip on stadium deals lock, rivals out, sports season, eat dates, competition gets crushed fast. Okay, any more questions? Leah Burton is 6 a.m. for me. Hi, okay, magandang and it is BTS that actually it is Big Hit. It's the management company that decides on the ticket pricing. Usually the promoter, which is Live Nation, they would have suggestions. At the end of the day, it's Big Hit that decides. It's BTS that decides on how much they want to sell the tickets for. Um, how long do you think is the comeback concert? I think it's probably going to be 2.5 hours. If they have a deal with Netflix, one of the one thing that I think will happen is that there's going to be a special. So they have the concert itself, and then there's a special, like a behind the scene or something, as they put together this concert, and then lots of like stuff about Korean history. This is just my prediction. I think they're going to be doing that. So anyway, so I think it's going to be about 2.5 hours, the length of the show. If it is a Netflix deal, it's kind of making more sense to me now why they would offer it for free. They're going to be earning from that Netflix deal. As I've said, there's just no way in hell that they're going to be giving that to Netflix for free. Absolutely no way in hell. They're getting paid for it. So if they are getting paid for it, it actually gives them more reason to create like a better, like a really great show. Yeah. So okay. Perform the whole new album. They definitely will perform the entire album. Oh, for sure. RM's driver's license is a hint. Could be. It could be a hint. BTS looks like it. It will be early morning for you. I hope it's okay. Fairlane, where do we DM you for the sweets? I emailed you and DM'd on Instagram a few days ago. If you emailed me, I just took a break during the weekend because I was a little drained, and also I was just not in the right headspace anymore. So I did not check my emails. I didn't go to Discord. I barely looked at um, Patreon. Just wanted to take a break. I'll be back now after this live stream. I'm gonna walk my dog, and then I'm gonna go back to Discord and all of those stuff, and also my email. But the best way is to email me. That's the best way. Better than DM. Emailing is better. Do you think the concert, do you think the free concert will be different than the one of their paid shows? I think so. I think it's going to be different, yes. I think the concert will have also some more inputs from their past discography. If they have 14 tracks, that's not going to carry an entire 2 hour show. They need more. As I've said, for J Hope, that was about 2 hours, 2 hours 15. And he burned through 30 songs, 28, 30 songs. So that's the amount of songs that they need for an entire show. So I think it's going to be right around that. I think it's going to be a necessity for them to have units to allow the body to rest. Glad you took a break. Thank you. Yeah, I just needed it. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna. It's not like I'm here. I'm not gonna. So I just wanted to like clear my head a little bit. Did the lost ticket thing get worked out? I haven't checked. I will. They said that they're going to be working on it today, so I will see the result by tomorrow. But I really lo- just unplugged. Two items for BTS. One is plain black and white, and then the other is concert. Did we see Debak tonight? Yes. Netflix is paid, so does mean NF owns the content. Netflix owns the content. Um, so usually for if you're streaming in Netflix, they don't own the content, they own the distribution rights to the content. So and that expires. So for example, if the deal is 5 years, it'll be on Netflix for 5 years. This is just an example. If the deal is 5 years, then it's going to be on Netflix. It could be a year, it could be 2 years, whatever. Let's just assume it's 5 years. So they'll have the right to the distribution, but they don't own the content. So in the contract, if BTS wants to be able to do other things with the clips that they used in that live stream, then it should be in the contract. Amy, if we think they will sing Arirang, Army should start learning it now. I think so. Okay. So going back, so that's how it is. For example, the deal is 5 years, then it won't be distributed anywhere else, depending on whatever is in the contract. But if Big Hit or Hybe or BTS wants to be able to use the clip for other things, that has to be specified in the contract. And usually that's limited because you do want Netflix to get their money back, right? So that they will include in the contract certain clauses that will allow them to use some of the clips that they used in the live stream for limited purposes. So no, Netflix will not own the material itself, just the distribution of it. Okay, the prices BTS is charging for the concert tickets is great in my opinion. 200 for nosebleed is like 30 per member. Hell yeah. I'm okay. I wonder if Netflix will request payment from everyone or allow free viewing just for BTS concert. Nah, I think it will just be. They're probably one of the things that they will gain from will be new subscribers, right? So that's one. And that will be actually the greatest measure if they get new subscribers because of it. Miss Fairlane, to deal with drained stress, I watch Chinese drama Speed and Love. I wonder if Netflix over 6 hours. I like watching comedy like Return of the Superman or Running Man, things like that. Over 600 people here, only 100 likes. Please like the live. Yes, please like the live. Okay. Want to go on to the next topic? We have enough time, more than enough time. So, Teddy and EJ became the first K-pop acts to win a Grammy. Now, I know there's like this is kind of funny because for the most part, and of course, Benito, congratulations to Big Bunny, Big Bunny, Bad Bunny, to Bad Bunny, and his fandom has always been very good to BTS fandoms, to armies. So I was very happy that he won, and I think it's a great achievement for the Latino community in the US. They've been this is long time coming. They do deserve it. Now, EJ and Teddy actually won, and a lot of fan wars on um like X and Facebook and IG. It's going on. people are roasting army. I don't know why we're getting roasted for this. I'm like, we're not even BTS is not even nominated, but I think, but for the most part, what actually surprised me is that BTS fans, armies, were actually very gracious. They were like, "Oh, congratulations, EJ! Congratulations, Steady, X, Facebook, and IG. Lots and lots of fan wars." But so just to continue, a lot of armies were actually very, very gracious. They were congratulating both of these people, and they're like the ones that are making an issue out of it would be the other fandoms that are trying to wage a war between with armies. Just to give you an idea about Teddy, he was a member of the boy band One Time. They were primarily a rap group, hip hop group, as they call themselves. We know that hip hop is a culture, but so they're primarily a rap group. But they didn't really like dance and stuff. It was really more rapping, so they would just walk around the stage and stuff. But this is them. He was really a first generation idol before he moved on to producing. He was a first generation idol. Okay. EJ deserves the Grammy. Yes. So, and then after that, he transitioned into being a producer and a composer. And he has written probably like 95% of the hits of the different groups under YG. So that includes Blackpink. He wrote like probably 99% of the tracks of Blackpink. And then you have Big Bang, especially like some of their greatest hits. Also, he provided the guidance. He trained the boys as well. In their mind, Teddy means BP. Also, one in Cat's Eye not winning is BTS Hype not winning. What? Okay. Whatever helps them sleep, I guess. And right now, Teddy is actually managing All Day Project, Meow. He has his own agency, the Black Label. The Black Label used to be an in house production company in YG. So it used to be fully owned by YG. And now he sort of went independent. I don't know how. So YG sort of sold some of his shares to Teddy, but I think the goal for Teddy is to own it 100% and to just get YG out. I think that's what he's moving towards, and that's why he's driving for investors. He has been very, very active in getting investors for the Black Label. I think he wants to be fully independent. So right now he has All Day Project and of course Meow for both. Now let's just make something very, very clear. There's a distinction between K-pop as a genre and K-pop as a culture. Our very own Suga already said that K-pop is not just a genre. It is the choreography, fashion, visual system, everything. It is the culture. So if you talk K-pop, you have and like if you're talking about it in public, you do have to make that distinction whether you're talking about the genre only or the entire culture. So the victory of EJ is definitely a great one. And of course, Teddy, their victory is a great one. It has to be celebrated. It definitely is going to contribute to the advancement of K pop to be accepted in the mainstream, in the global music community. But it is not a victory of the culture, it's a victory of the genre. Because I've said this in my video this morning, this was produced by Sony and sold to Netflix for distribution. So the powers behind it, they're from the West. So and again, I'm not trying to demean the song is great. It deserves the victory. It deserves the win. It deserves it. EJ deserves it. I personally will fight that for that. We'll fight for that. EJ deserves this. Teddy deserves this. It is a great song. But it is not a victory of the culture. It's a victory of the genre. So that being that it was produced by Sony and then distributed by Netflix. So what we really want is for someday for a Korean company led project to have the same kind of internal power as Sony and as Netflix. That's when we know it's really has been accepted globally. And this is don't want to hear about like Western validation. It's not. It's just about the biggest music market in the world. U.S. remains to be the most influential music market and the biggest music market in the world. So for people to have a sustainable living, they do need to get into that market. And success in there follows, it is composed of different things, not just sales, not just recognitions, but the media access, influence, being in the same room as the gatekeepers of Hollywood and the global music industry. All of that come together. If you put all of that together, it's going to help other Korean artists and Asian artists in general to have more access to different projects, syncs, bigger access to a bigger market, access to the mainstream market of the US, and access to the media, all of those things together. So this is great. EJ and Teddy deserve this. I will not take that away from them. It has to be celebrated. I mean, these two are great songwriters. They definitely deserve their flowers. But the victory is for just that genre, not necessarily the culture. And it does not really return things back into Korea. So all the earnings, all the capital, it's all going back, and the revenue is all going back to Sony and Netflix, which are both US companies, not Korean companies. So that's just my reminder to everybody that as we celebrate this, and we should, let's do remember that this, all everything that this is earning is going back to the US. EJ did great, but Demon Hunters was a Western production. Yes, BTS new album is being labeled pop, so would allow it enter award shows with the other mainstream artists, not K-pop category. It should, but during, I think if there's anything that we learned in the Grammy, I actually mentioned this in my YouTube video this morning. If there's anything that we should learn is that there is more to it than having a hit to get a Grammy. In fact, the CEO himself of Grammy specifically stated that the numbers don't have anything to do with it. He kind of hinted that even the quality has nothing to do with it. It is all about the biases of the people that are voting. So if there's anything that Hybe has to work out, it has to be their reach in among the voters. So for apathy, I mean, there's nothing else I could ask for from Atlantic. The way that they campaigned for that product, they pulled all the stops to campaign for that. She got a cover story in Billboard. I mean, what else can you ask for? She has a story in Rolling Stone, coverage in Rolling Stone, everything. She had everything, all the possible power moves that Atlantic could possibly pull. They pulled it for her and Bruno Mars. And then the biggest one is she has Bruno in the track, and Bruno has a 6-year streak in the Grammys. She has he has not had a year where he didn't come home with a trophy. So a lot of people thought it was going to be a given that he was going to win at least one, because he has been winning at least one for the last 6 years until this year. So, and yet it did not. So if there's anything that we need to learn, is that it is unpredictable. You can only do your best. At the end of the day, you're at the mercy of people with their own biases, with their own experiences, own preferences, and their own relationships. If you want to get the votes, you need to establish a relationship with every one of these people. And the voters will need to view Hybe as a power player. Politics, right? If if I give you my vote, what do I get in return? So if they're voting for Universal Music Group artists, Sony, Warner, Columbia, the promise is that probably there's a project for me. There's whatever. But for Hybe, what is it? They have to position themselves as a power player first, and then establish a relationship with each of these voters, and then they have a chance. It's a complicated, purely political award ceremony. Nothing objective about it. So is being categorized as a pop album better for BTS? Yes. It is better for BTS in terms of market reach, not necessarily for awards. Okay. Tyla won one. I think she's now signed with Hybe. No, she's in partnership with Hybe, but she's not signed under Hybe. I know Apathy wouldn't win the main categories if you look at the nominees. I thought you would win the duo group because of Bruno. I Yeah, I didn't want to say that because you already know a lot of people already hate me on X. Not that I mind, but I didn't want to say that because when I saw the people, the nominees, the other nominees, I was like, there's no way you're gonna win against Kendrick Lamar. It's just not gonna happen. Not gonna. I just knew that. I mean, if you compare Apathy with with Luther, it's just not happening. And the same thing is true with Song of the Year, especially Song of the Year, even more than Record of the Year. Because Song of the Year is all about the song itself. So you're talking about the lyrics. So I was just like, there's just no way. It's just not gonna happen. But yeah, I kind of knew it was not gonna win primarily because of that. If you're voting, right? You're like, you're just not gonna win against Kendrick. Not with that song. So but anyway, yeah, it's a complicated system that is not, and your victory is not really hinged on the quality or the commercial success of your album. So so yeah, like and I said this in my video, Apathy is a good song. It's fun. It's for everybody. Lowers the level of entry for K-pop, but we're talking about Record of the Year and Song of the Year. Just not gonna happen. Not with that song. I'm not saying that Kendrick is unbeatable. No, it's just not with that song. Okay. Anyway, but yes, I thought they had a chance with the pop duo performance. And yes, it's because primarily because of Bruno Mars. And you know, I'm from the Philippines, I'm Filipino, and Bruno Mars is half Filipino and he's very proud of his heritage. It would have been a different thing if he's not proud of being Filipino or if he doesn't acknowledge his heritage, but he does, and he speaks highly of his mom, of his heritage as a Filipino, and how much of his music genius actually comes from the Philippines. So I'm very proud of the guy. And so I kind of wanted him to win primarily because he's Filipino. I was cheering for him. He's one of my own. So I was a little disappointed that they did not win. And the streak was broken. But what can you do, right? Bruno just won pop duo in 2025 with Lady Gaga. Yeah, it's Oh Mickey 2.0. So it is, so as I was saying, like all of the earnings of K-pop Demon Hunters is going to Netflix and Sony Pictures, primarily Netflix more than Sony Pictures. And they're going to do a part two of this. So it's still going to be animation. I think the director specifically said she's not interested in doing live action. Great. This is great for EJ. I really love that. I think she deserves it after being rejected by SM, pushing through, fighting for her dreams. She finally got it. So, okay. But I still believe that SK should also be in SK since they don't vote for K-pop. And then I just this is just so there are several singers, like A-list musicians that have sort of done a semi boycott, not a full boycott, but a semi boycott of the Grammys. Eminem, Drake, they still submit. Morgan Wallen, they still submit for consideration, but they haven't attended the ceremony and they haven't submitted all of their works. So there's you don't care about Bruno. so so now Eminem is one of those that actually have expressed his disgust towards the Grammys. He said that the voting is not real. They'll still give the trophy to whoever it is that they want to give it to. And he was like, I'm okay if I like lose for to someone like Kendrick or Jay-Z or whatever or Ye or something. But he said if I lose first against someone who has no pull, absolutely no, just not popular, then who's voting for these people? So he said he doesn't want to he doesn't want to attend that anymore. But the one thing is that he's actually one win away from the EGOT. I don't know if you know that, but there are very few actors or artists, for that matter, who has gotten all Emmy, Grammy, Oscars, and Tonys. So right now he has three Emmys, Grammy, and Oscar. He doesn't have the T, which is the which is the Tony. So let's see if he's actually going to do like some sort of a production, theater production to try and go for the Tonys. But yeah, I agree with Eminem. He's right. And he's not the only one who's actually spoken about it. Drake actually went on stage when he received his last Grammy. He actually talked about it. He said like this is absolute like BS. Like this people are not anyway. Same thing as what Eminem actually said. Although their agencies are still submitting them for the Grammys, they just haven't attended. And they also, I think, just submit for the major categories now, not the minor ones. Now, some developments, Sony, which is the producer behind K-pop Demon Hunters, and this is actually going to give you a hint of how bad they are in expanding their business. So they acquired the catalog, or at least majority of it, not all of it, the Queen catalog of the Queen. So they acquired it for 1 billion £1 billion. Wow, right? An Eminem musical would be amazing. I would definitely watch it. I hope he does it. I hope this is like the next challenge that he puts himself into. But Eminem is like, he even admits that he just really is having fun being a grandfather to so I think he's just like relaxing. But I hope he does a theater. Okay, so they acquired Queen catalog. Outside of that, they acquired half of Michael Jackson's catalog as well, also Sony. So the mother of Michael Jackson actually objected. She tried to fight the estate of Michael Jackson. Of course, they won. So they are they got half of it. They paid for that for 600 million. So that means the entire catalog of Michael Jackson is worth more than 1.2 billion US dollars. Probably they kind of says probably around 1.5 billion US dollars. They got half of his catalog. Okay, so um was it the Grammys when Kanye did his famous I'm gonna let you finish? No, I think is it not Billboard? Was it not Billboard that actually he when he did that? What I find unfair is that there is a duo group category that includes one-off collaborations. True, true. And they said even the Billie Eilish's single is just a single. It was the album was released past the deadline, and then she just released a new one just to make it to the Grammys. That's what they said. I don't have any inside information on that. An Eminem musical would be 8 Mile. Yeah, so 8 Mile the musical. Take my money. I'll watch that. Okay, grab that. Then they also acquired Sony. Also acquired Pink Floyd catalog for 400 million. So they've been acquiring a lot of these catalogs from different singers, but the VMAs. Oh yeah, yeah, it was the VMAs. That's the answer. So and then, but the problem is that so Universal Music Group also acquired. I'm sure you've heard of this. They acquired Stationhead. Um, so they acquired Stationhead and they acquired it for $1 billion, I think. So because they really are expanding their super fan platform. I actually started signing up to their like their influencer platform. So I'll show you. But I haven't finished setting it up. But they're still asking for some verification. So this is House of Carmen. I'm sorry, my phone is beaten up. I'm not very particular about taking care of my phone. I really don't care about it. For as long as it does the things that I'm asking it to do. But that's the House of Carmen. I will finish setting it up. But basically, what they wanted to do, I'm low battery. So what they wanted to do was really build their own super fan platform similar to WeVerse. And they're sort of getting into these investments that is geared towards super fans, but the huge problem is that they really don't know how to use this, right? Okay, so Stationhead they acquired, Universal Music Group they acquired. Now, okay, so Um, I would encourage everybody to watch this. It's a podcast, but it's a video podcast. So this was like 5 years ago. This actually aired back in 2020. But everything that they're talking about, I think I'm invisible on YouTube. Really? Hi, Bang Luna. I see you now. Okay. So, but I haven't seen any of your comments. If that's what you're wondering about, I haven't seen any of your comments in on YouTube. Okay, so I would encourage everybody to watch this live stream. So because everything that they're talking about is still happening, even though this was actually 5 years ago. So what they're talking about is they just look at their behavior of acquiring so many companies that are so they're acquiring a lot of catalogs, a lot of IPs. They're acquiring companies that are geared towards super fans, but they don't know how to use it. Okay. So that is the main problem that they are experiencing. They they're not evolving. They think that because they have all of these catalogs with them, they have all of these IPs that people are just gonna come and they're gonna make money out of it. And it happens for certain acts, like for example for BTS, for Michael Jackson. There you almost don't have to market these things because people are just gonna approach you with projects left and right and whatever, but not for everything. And then many of these labels would actually not help their artists to broaden or widen their IP. So they'll sign them as singers, and that is it. You're gonna produce songs, and you're gonna create songs. But you're not going to do much of anything else. So, and that is what the podcast is saying, that they are so scared of losing control over the IP that the tendency is for them to not expand and not evolve. So I think they did like a documentary for Justin Bieber when he was a little boy, obviously. So, but getting this done was like a nightmare for them because the label was so scared that it was going to be misused. It was not going to go their way. They're not going to be paid and whatever. As opposed to YouTube, who has provided content creators to just create any kind of content that they want, right? So for example, I make a lot of contents about BTS, right? So does other content creators. Okay. And we don't always ask for permission from Big Hit. So there are, if we reach a certain threshold, then Big Hit will flag, not really flag, but will take our income from that video, right? So for example, they allow the use of the songs for a certain length, and they will not charge you for it. They will not take the earnings. So this is not the real length. But for example, 2 seconds is allowed, but that's not the real threshold. But let's just say 2 seconds is allowed. You can use the song for 2 seconds, and they will leave you be. So you are somehow blocked on YouTube. Okay, I will check, but I definitely did not block you. But I will check after. I should be able to see it. The people that are blocked permissions. Okay, I will check, but you shouldn't be. You are not. Okay, I will do a like a more comprehensive sweep, but so far you're not. Okay, so going back, um, what was I saying? So so they are. So what happens is, so for example, for Hybe, I can use the song, for example, for 2 seconds, and they'll leave it be. Meaning, I use that song, all the earnings of my video still comes back to me. So and that helps me as a content creator because I earn. But on the other end, it also helps Big Hit because it kind of helps promote whoever it is that they're trying to promote. So it's BTS or the Seraphim or I'll It or whatever the video is talking about. So I can't see you either, Bang Luna. So A Brown is saying that they cannot see you. Okay, let me put your comment. Did someone flag you? But I should see it. You're not. Your name is not here on the block list. There's so many people blocked. You're not. Can you leave a comment right now on the last video that I did, and I will try like like it. That should make it. That should be, because if I like it, then YouTube is gonna treat that as a my confirmation that you're not um a bot. Okay. So try to leave Bang Luna a comment on my the last YouTube video that I did, that I left, that I posted, and then I'll try to like it and see if it's gonna come out. Okay, so going back, what they usually do is really block us from generating any kind of income on any video that we do using any of the songs or any of their IPs. So it's kind of, so if I'm a YouTube creator, if this is my living, then it's going to discourage me from creating content about you, because I'm not going to earn, and this is my living. I want to create content about you, but it's not, but I'm not earning. You keep on blocking me. And sometimes it's okay to get blocked, to get demonetized for that video when they claim rights over that video because of the song. But sometimes they block the video altogether. They don't allow it to be shown. And that's even worse, because like sometimes for some of my videos I'm okay to not earn. But not for all. Like, at least show it, because then at least maybe it's going to gain me some new subscribers. That's still a good thing. So that is the main problem. Now, the other thing is that, for example, I have a 20-minute video. This is just an example. I have a 20-minute video. I use your song for 30 seconds. Let's, for example, in total for I use the song, one of the songs that you have, for 30 seconds. They're going to claim rights over the earnings for the entirety of the video. Is that fair? Like, I used it for 30 seconds. Why don't you claim income for the equivalent of 30 seconds of my video? Why will you claim income for all of it? So those are some of the problems. And that is one of the things that this podcast was talking about. That these labels are so up on that are so neurotic over control and over earnings, that they don't expand, as opposed to YouTube. YouTube is like, well, if you can get away with it, air it. It's like, I don't care. So for me, if I am Bang Luna, have you posted a comment? So if I'm a content creator, um and I, I play within those bounds, like even for BTS, I play within their rules, so I know that I can't go over a certain amount of seconds of using a song. So this is just an example. So if it is 2 seconds, then I will only use the song for 1 second. Okay, because I know they're not going to claim income from 1 second of that song. So I'll do that. So I kind of play by those rules. Okay, so I know that you don't like me reusing any of your clips, any of your videos. So probably I'm just going to use one photo and then just do a freeze frame for the entirety of my spill. Something like that. We just find ways around it. And for YouTube, they're like, well, can get away with it, I will publish it. So at the end of the day, YouTube is actually earning more because they're a little bit more loose. When in fact, if these labels will just adjust to the current ways that content creators are doing things, that also promotes their that will also end up promoting their artists, then they're going to end up creating allies instead of creating enemies. So that was what the podcast was talking about. They are not evolving as supposed. And then the other thing is that they have never evolved. Like, they don't know how to create IPs, as opposed to how BTS um I posted on your last video. Okay. So, like for example, for a lot of the the IPs that Hybe has developed or Big Hit has developed for BTS, and then eventually other labels under Hybe developing IPs for their groups, it allows us to engage with them more, right? Because, every once in a while we buy a shirt, every once in a while we buy a keychain, every once in a while we buy a plushie. And if I'm supporting this, this, this artist, then might as well buy their IP. So I'm going to buy BT21. I'm going to buy Tiny Tan because I'm going to buy a plushie anyway. Might as well buy something that my favorite artist is going to earn from. The labels like Universal and Sony have never done that. They have never developed IPs based on their artists that can extend the support or the connection with the fans. And so that's what he's talking about. They have been left behind. And so what's happening is that because all of this in social media influencers kind of know the game, um, they are uh it's the influencers that are sort of adapting the business principle or the business process of Hybe. So this many content creators and many influencers create their own merch, right? Because in their minds it's like, okay, at some point you're going to want, like, I don't know, like a hand sanitizer or something, then might as well buy from me because you know that it's going to, because you're going to buy it anyway. So buy from me because it's going to help me more. Um, but it is the content creators that are actually benefiting from that because the labels refuse to adapt that kind of business principle, that business process, that business strategy. There you go. That's the word that I was looking for. The business strategy, because they are scared of losing control over their IP. That's one. Second, because they don't want to go through the trouble of actually creating IPs, hyping up and promoting their IPs and strengthening these IPs until it becomes profitable for them. So that's the problem. That's what they're talking about. That these labels still are in control of many of the catalogs and the IPs of artists, but they are not evolving. So at the end of the day, they are not earning, the artists are not earning, and the artists are missing the opportunity to have more stable income, especially on times when they are not active, when they are resting and not on and then of course extend beyond their fan base. Like for BTS, a lot of people that are buying PT21 stuff, they're not fans of BTS. They just find it cute. I've encountered so many people. I've seen them wear, like, having a keychain or something, and I'm like, "Hey, are you a fan of BTS?" And like, "Who's that?" um, there was another one. He was my classmate in the Korean Cultural Center. So we were both studying Korea, the Hangul, and I saw him with a Chimmy keychain. Okay. So I approached and I was like, "Hey, you're Jimin bias because it's a Chimmy keychain." I said, "Hey, you're Jimin bias." And I was like, "Well, no." But I get that a lot because of the keychain. So apparently, when he bought BT21 keychain, the Chimmy keychain, he did not know that BT21 was BTS's IP. He didn't know. He just found it cute. He walked into a line store because he needed a keychain and he saw that it was cute, so he bought it. So and then but he's a fan of BTS. He just didn't know that there was a connection. So it's like that's kind of odd. He said I actually liked BT21 before I made that connection. He liked BTS and then liked BT21, but he did not make that connection. There have been so many people that have done the same thing. Like that I've encountered so many people who has done that same thing, that they would be consuming something that is of BTS and they wouldn't know that it's actually from BTS. So um watch that, watch their video podcast because they talked about that, how neurotic many of these labels are. They just want to continue getting, they want to continue having the control over the artists, over the catalog, but they don't know how to adjust to the current times. Like, it's not just about music anymore. It has to be a 360 experience of art. So there has to be a narrative, there has to be IPs developed, books, documentaries, and all of those stuff. So it's very, very interesting. Let's see what's going to happen. Um, my son's girlfriend said, I only like BT21 because of BTS. That's a cute story on the BTS keychain. Shimmy is super cute. He's super cute. So happy for EJ. Please post your website, Patreon, Discord, etc. Face hard. Okay, thank you. You're always reminding me this. Thank you, because I always forget. Um, oh, that's not it. There you go. So TikTok is not there, but it's the same as my X account and my Patreon account. That's also my TikTok. And then for Instagram, it's actually Asian Entertainment and Culture because someone already has Asian EAC and wouldn't give it to me. It's actually not he wouldn't give it, he's just not active. So it wouldn't respond because I've seen that he wasn't really posting, but I couldn't get it. So okay, do you have questions before I go? For those that are looking for sweet tickets, just email me. I posted my email earlier, but I can certainly post it again. Um, info. Uh, so remove the spaces. So I don't have a lot. It's just some people that won't be able to make it and stuff like that. And they're just trying to let go because of like important reasons they couldn't make it. So I don't have a lot, but maybe I have some for you. So let me see. I just found your TikTok. Thank you. I haven't posted in a while because I was so busy with all of this ticketing and stuff. But after this, I'm almost done. After this, I will be able to go back to posting regularly. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Please follow me on Patreon and X. And as I've said, for TikTok, it's also the same handle. And then please like the video. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye. I'll see you.